In today's episode, we're going to tell you why the Graphtec like the CE6060 is the best machine to start a decal business from home or any other bigger machine. And we're also going to tell you how we got this lead because it is amazing how we got it. And also we're going to show you, of course, the process on how you can start your decal business on 2024. So make sure you stick around and give us a like and subscribe if you are new to this channel. So let's begin. So if you decide to get the Graphtec CE6060, you will need a software to vectorize your logos. We use CorelDRAW 6, and the type of vinyl that we use that is most commonly used for decals on cars, on windows, wood, magnets, yard signs, and vinyl banners is the Oracle 651, and the transfer we use is the R-Tape Clear Choice AT65 for a low-tack project and the AT75 for high-tack projects. Now, in order to make cuts or cut your projects with your Graphtec, you will need to download the CM3 for the Graphtec CE6060, which is the old version. If you get the newest one, which is the CE7060, you will need to download the CM4. You can go to graphtecamerica.com and download your software there. Now, for this project, it will be a 2-day project, but since the restaurant that we were working on, it's just around the corner where we live, we went to take the measurements to give the guy his estimate, and he approved. Then we took the measurements from the window awnings and then start cutting the designs. Now, let me tell you how we got this lead, because we have mentioned this on our channel. Over the years, we have done many vinyl signs for businesses like bakeries, barbershops, restaurants, and many other types of businesses. And many of those leads had come from our sales posts on social media or leads by other customers that refer our services to them. But other leads like this one, for example, this project that we're gonna do today has come from us coming to the restaurant and eat and offer our services. We know it is not very common to do that, but sometimes if you need to make some sales, you have to take drastic measures. So if you see the opportunity to offer your services, make sure you do so. And a good way to break the ice for us is by offering uniforms to the person in charge if the staff is not wearing one. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is them saying no to you. I mean, it's not like they're gonna drag you and kick you out of the restaurant, right? Well, I hope not. And the reason why we choose this market is because not only you can make uniforms and vinyl door signs for restaurants or businesses, but later on you can work on their cars and do a car decal project like this restaurant that we have worked over the years. We will soon stream this project and show you the process. So make sure you subscribe and like this video if you are liking it. So now let's move on to the project of today. So great news. The customer from the place that we went to take the measurements from, the restaurant, he just approved the project, which was, I believe it was like almost $1,200 project. And Nacho's about to start cutting the designs, and we're gonna do it in sections since the weather is not so great, plus the restaurant is just right around the corner. So we're gonna do this project in sections, and we're gonna start with the hours of the restaurant on the doors. And we're gonna use the smaller roll, Oracle 651, and the transfer, the R-Tape Clear Choice AT75, the 15-inch. So yeah, we're gonna start cutting the design now. All right, so Nacho's gonna align the vinyl. He's gonna pull about 50-inch because we're gonna do, yeah, that should be good. We're gonna do 2 of them at the same time, and then he's gonna find the lines, the little lines that you see here. They look straight, as close as possible. They might move for a little bit, but since it's not a really huge design, so yeah, that should work. So now we're gonna start cutting. Now we're cutting the designs that are gonna go up on the window awning, or whatever you call those things. And this is the design. It is approximately 86 width by 13. Now we're gonna start weeding out, and Nacho added some weeding boxes, and this is gonna be what we call a negative design because the letters are the ones that are gonna come off and the square is gonna stay. So that's how the customer requested the hours. So we decided to transfer the Arte Clear Choice AT65 for the smaller ones, which is the ones that are gonna go on the doors, and we're gonna apply those. And for the other ones, we're probably gonna do either the AT75 or the same. We'll decide in a minute. All right. But this one is, I believe it's a 15-inch or 18. And it's gonna be kind of exposed, but we're gonna try to do our best to get it as close as we can. And I think it looks good there. All right, we let it down this side. And this is how we usually apply our own transfer. But if you work alone from home, you can get the application rollers that you see here. You can get them through the links below on the description of this video or on the first comment. And also all the links related to this type of business. All right, so they're gonna start weeding out the biggest one. This is why we always recommend to add your weeding boxes so you can focus on one area. You don't have to do the whole sticker. And now they're gonna do the rest. It was divided into 3 sections. And now that we have the designs ready, it was time to do the first part of the project. All right, so we just arrived at the restaurant, and we're gonna start with the signs on the doors on both sides. Then we're gonna do the ones by the window awnings on 2 sides too. All right, so Saul is gonna try the goof off on those. I don't know, they use some type of markers or something.
I think it's paint and it's against water resistant, so that's why we're gonna try something a little bit strong. Hopefully it'll make the letters come off. Yeah, it is coming off actually. It's gonna take maybe a little bit more than we thought, but it is definitely coming off.
It's like a spatula, like a blade, and it's making it easier for us. So
yeah, we're still gonna apply some goof off. That way acts as a lubricant. We don't want to scratch the surface too bad, or yeah, we don't want to scratch it with the blade. So I'm just applying some of that and see how easy it's coming off. Now we're gonna apply some of that rapid tag since we removed the letters or the paint. I'm gonna clean the surface really nicely before we apply the decal because we use some of that goof off, and I just want to make sure that we get rid of all the leftover.
And then we're gonna apply the decal using the tools that we always use, which by the way you can get them through the links below on the first comment or on the description of this video.
All right guys, so we measured the sign before we apply it, and we're gonna use our cutting knife and the squeegee. The way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna start from the center to the bottom as we usually do. And this is a different type of transfer that we are using today. This is the low tack, and I got a cutting knife just in case, and I got a piece of tape in case I need it. It's always good to have a backup just in case. I'm gonna bring this down the edge of it. I'm not pulling too hard. I don't want to move the sign around.
Perfect.
All right, now I'm going to start removing the transfer. I'm gonna do it carefully, although this is a low tag. There's only a couple bubbles, and I'm gonna use the weeder. I made the bubble a little bit smaller and I popped it, and there's another one here. Not a big deal, they will disappear.
All right, so Nacho's gonna start cleaning the surface before we apply the decal, and it's kind of windy. It's like 55 right now with the windshield. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but not that bad. But right now we got the doors done. For the next episode, we're gonna do the installation on the window awnings because we face many challenges. So make sure you watch that episode tomorrow, or depending on when you're watching this video, and if it was already streamed, make sure you watch it on the end of this clip. So if you want to start a sticker business from home, whether it's with a Graphic CE6060 or a US Cutter Titan, or even a Silhouette Cameo Pro, which is the 24-inch vinyl cutter, you can do it from the comfort of your home. And with any of these machines, you can make t-shirts with HTV vinyl, and you can also make car magnets with vinyl and also car decals. But just keep one thing in mind. You get what you pay for, so make sure you remember that when you get your machine. If you like to support our channel and you want to use all of our calculators for pricing car decals and the calculator for pricing t-shirts and even small stickers, you can do so by clicking on the join button below on this video. Just click and choose the gold membership to use all calculators. Now, if you only do t-shirts, you can do the silver membership to use the t-shirt pricing calculator. And we will soon launch our own website called rdidecals.com. Here you will log in to use our calculators, and you can also buy your product there. You will see news from us, and you can also contact us directly from there. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much. We will see you on part 2 of this episode.